What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 12 here on the 25 Days of Christmas Horror. I am your host, Moon616, and thank you once again for stopping in. Alrighty, so day 12 has brought me a film that I bought this way back in the day, and I was just blown away by this movie. It has such a simple premise. It was a blind buy for me. I watched it. I wasn't really expecting a whole lot. I mean, reading the synopsis on the back, I was just like, but it was dirt cheap. Yeah, I was very amazed by this one. It's a film that came out in 2003, surprisingly, man. It's like 10 years old now. It's crazy to believe, but it goes by the title of Dead End. Yes, it falls into the Christmas category. This movie takes place on Christmas, so Christmas Eve, I should say. Getting into the quick little synopsis of this one. It's basically about the Harrington family. They're going to spend Christmas with their the in-laws. The mother of the wife. They've been doing so for like the last 20 years and whatnot. But on this particular, Christmas, the father decides to take a shortcut to the in-laws' house. He's never taken before, just to save some time. Apparently, he's a little tired. He wants to get there a little quicker this year, so he decides to take an unfamiliar shortcut to the house, and it doesn't really work out so well. So they start driving on this side road, and they see this, the father sees this woman dressed in white, holding a baby, so they stop and pick her up, and she seems like she's in shock because she may have had an accident, she's not really saying anything and stuff, and so they drive to the nearest, what they think is like a ranger station or whatever. They stop there, and there's no one there at all, and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, the boyfriend of the daughter, he's actually, the father goes into the hut, right? And everyone kind of leaves the vehicle and stuff. And the boyfriend of the daughter, he's in there talking to the girl that they picked up and stuff. And then all of a sudden, he disappears. They see this black car kind of roll up and take off down the road, and he's like in the back of this car and fucking gone. They track down the car, and then they find his body basically on the side of the road, just like mutilated to shit. So now they're just like, what the fuck just happened and stuff. And so they continue along, down this road and stuff, and some more bad shit happens. They keep seeing this car, and basically every time they stop, something bad happens. And I'll leave the plot right there. My thoughts on this one. Now, this is one of those movies that has such a simple premise, but you can't really say a lot about because you can't really give anything away. That's one of the coolest things about this movie, is that it has such a simple premise to it. It's just about this family driving to the in-laws, and these certain things happen and stuff, but it all takes place basically in a vehicle. It's about a family. It's not about young teenagers and stuff driving around getting picked off one by one and stuff. It's about a family, so it's a little more interesting. You kind of feel for the characters a little more and stuff like that, which I thought was such a cool premise, that they didn't use teenagers, they used an actual family. I really like that idea. So you got a father and a mother and stuff, and a daughter that turns out that she's actually pregnant, which you find out pretty early in the film, and stuff like that. So, just a very simple premise, all set in basically one location. Very dark feel to the film, and it just has a very cool twist to it. The ending of this film is very well done, and it just proves that you don't need, a really big budget to make a really good movie. All you need is witty dialogue, characters that you care about, and a simple premise is, not always a bad thing. So, I don't know. If I had to rate this film, I'd probably give it a good 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoy this movie. Like I said, the first time I watched this one, I was like, yeah, that's awesome. I really enjoyed that. And I just love how everything at the end just kind of comes together and everything makes sense. It doesn't leave you going, oh, what the fuck really happened, blah, blah, blah. Everything just kind of gets fed to you right at the end. It's really nice. It's just not really spoon-fed, but, everything just comes together full circle. So, which is very cool. the one thing about this movie I wish that there was a little more. I mean, I understand that it takes place all in a vehicle and stuff, and they do sing some Christmas carols and stuff, but I wish it had a little more of a Christmas feel to it. I mean, it is all set on Christmas. The whole premise of the film is for them to go and celebrate Christmas. But, I mean, they do talk about it a little bit throughout the film, and they do sing some songs. So, I mean, that feel is there. It takes place in California, so, you know, it's a dry winter. It seems like it's warm outside anyways, so it doesn't have that wintry atmosphere that a lot of Christmas, you know, related films have. So, but yeah, you know, overall it's a really good film. It's really well acted. It's just well written and directed, you know, for what it is. So, I do highly recommend this film from 2003, Dead End. If you've never seen this, I'm sure you can get this movie for dirt cheap if you've never checked it out, but it comes highly recommended from me. Definitely check it out. It's a quick watch. It's just over 80 minutes, so it gets right to the fucking point. It really does. Right from the start of the movie, it's just right into it. So, very cool film. And, yeah, definitely check out Dead End. Very cool film. So that is day 12 on the 25 Days of Christmas Horror. Thank you for watching and commenting. Peace out, homies.